Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. I worked at IRS for a decade. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the home of the 5-minute or less video. I don't do a lot of advertising or promotion except to say if you need me to represent you or you need a consultation, feel free to call me. My information is down in the description section. I have worked about 10,000 cases. I've been doing this for about 50 years. If anyone else you hear or on YouTube tells you anything different, two possibilities exist. They're either lying to you or they don't know what they're talking about. Usually they don't know what they're talking about. So what I want to do, a majority of my calls really are centered around non-filing of tax returns. About 14 million tax returns don't get filed a year. And then once that snowballs over and over and over and over, people just don't want to file because they get scared. And I've been doing this for 50 years, and the stories I hear are unbelievable. As you can imagine, it may be your story. It's like the ostrich effect. When there's danger, and an ostrich goes ahead and puts their head in the sand so they don't know what's going on, hoping nothing happens. So I want to explain to you today is stop being scared of not filing your tax returns. You are going to have to get back in the system, and it's better to get back on your own without IRS contacting you or knocking on your door. If you haven't been contacted in a while, it's because the IRS hasn't spent a lot of money going after non-filers, but in the last 3 years they have much more sophisticated systems and filters that are now set up, and we're starting to see a lot more activity there. But you still don't need to be scared to file your tax returns. Like I said, you're going to have to file these tax returns. You have no choice. Whether someone asks you for them, you need them for a bank, one day someone is going to knock on your door. IRS only requires the last 6 years worth of returns. There's an IRS policy statement. Look it up yourself, IRS Policy 5-133. That statement says that 99% of you, I'm just going to reinterpret it, only have to file the last 6 years. It's that simple. So with really calling a professional, us or whoever you want to call, what they're going to do is they're going to pull your tax transcripts up. IRS has on their account history transcript a wage and income portal that they have all your W-2s and 1099s, and another portal they have your account history, so they know in fact that you haven't filed. As a former IRS agent, I'm always into these portals and I know really everything about them. So what you do is you contact someone and they file the last 6 years. It's just that simple. And then if you need to go ahead and work out the debt, you can. There's one of 3 ways IRS is going to close your case. They're going to take a very simple financial statement that's 2 pages long on a form, IRS Form 433F. With that, they're either going to put you into a hardship or non-collectible, a payment plan, or settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. Let me just tell you about that. So if you're currently non-collectible, that means you're living above your means, or you simply can't pay your bills because you're not making enough. If you're in currently non-collectible, it lasts for 2 or 3 years. IRS does cycle the cases back out. Penalties and interest do run, but the cases, like I said, do recycle out until IRS makes a final determination. Next, you can get into a payment plan depending on what you owe and what your 433F, your IRS financial statement shows. You may have a payment to IRS. That financial statement is critical to IRS because it makes a decision what they're going to do with you. And then some of you, 18,000 of you last year, settled your debt for pennies on a dollar. But once again, your financial statement does that. If someone calls you or you call and say, oh, we can settle this debt, da-da-da-da-da-da, remember, it's for 18,000 people only, and unless you give your current financial statement to a person to review, don't pay anybody to file an offer and compromise unless they've looked at your financial statement, because it's the only way. I used to teach the offer program at IRS. I used to accept them and deny them. So you don't want to just be giving people your money. You want to understand each phase of this. First of all, you file right away. You want to have an exit strategy on your financial statement so you know how the case is going to close. and then you proceed to go ahead and close it. But more than anything, do not fear filing your tax returns. You have to do it before they contacted you. Anyway, if you could give me a subscription, that would be great. YouTube really likes to see people that have subscriptions. They kind of bump you up a little. That's why it's important. Please leave me a comment, a like, or whatever you want. If you want me to do a YouTube on something, go ahead, leave it in the comment section, and if it's YouTube worthy, I certainly will go ahead and do that. Thank you for listening. Once again, love a subscription, and you'll find all my information right underneath in my description section. Thank you. And my video is at 5:40. Thank you.